Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Factions on the Optic server. If you've watched the last episode, you know some stuff happened, not for the best. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and stop this video and go back and watch the previous episode. Just because it makes a little more sense of what I'm doing this episode. But we got raided. We got raided by Logic, which is one of the better factions. For some reason, we were ranked 18th on the server. I don't know if that's from the amount of money that we had, which wasn't a lot, or the number of spawners that we had, which actually was a decent amount. We had 12 or 13. From what I heard, they got a hold of 5 of them. They might have gotten 1 or 2 more, I'm not sure, but it's not 100% drop rate when you use a cannon to get in. So they took everything, and that's why I'm in this pleb armor here. This is the armor that they left. So, anyways, it's time to rebuild, and in order to rebuild, we need money. And one of the ways to get money that I was going to do in an episode was to create more layers on our sugarcane farm. Since we got raided, I went ahead and changed that idea. I'm not going to be creating a multi-tier sugarcane farm right now. However, I will be creating a massive, and I'm literally not joking, a very, very large farm. These are almost 64, they're almost a stack long, which means that at full harvest I would get 2 stacks per row. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm a little salty. Theirs was all legit though, so you know, it's not like the guy who had scammed me in the beginning when I first started. Like they actually, you know, they built their cannon, they blasted their way in. You know, they did factions the way factions is supposed to be played, and you know, I have to commend them for that. One thing that happened off camera though is they actually left me a spawner. They were nice enough. They left me 1 because they'd gotten a couple, and they knew that if they came in and tried to get the rest of them 1, they would completely decimate the base. And there is a point where you get to it, and it's just outrageous as to how much you're destroying for the gain, and how much the TNT costs to fire the cannon to get try to get 1 or 2 more spawners. It just gets to a point that it's not actually worth it. So they went ahead and left me a spawner. So we went ahead and put that into the e-chest. Mikey got on. I got a hold of him in Skype, and so he got on, looked at it. I guess he had a couple spawners that he keeps in his ender chest just in case, anyways. So that's all right. But we've got somewhere to start. So this is one of the ways that we're getting money back, and it's going to be a massive farm. All right, so I think that to start, come over here, build infinite water source. Alright, let's go ahead, hit you. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll start all the way down here. I want to go ahead and get, the first row or the first 2 rows planted. Wow, look at that in the bottom corner. It looks like my sugarcane farm makes 18,000 per harvest. Wow, that thing has to be just unbelievably massive. I don't know what this is going to bring in. I was told by some people that they like the way that I'm selling my sugarcane, because my whole viewpoint when I was selling my sugarcane on the auction house was to sell it in stacks that were large enough for Alright, sell it in sacks that are large enough for people to make a starter kit, for lack of a better word. It's a starter kit for a farm. It's 5 stacks. So 5 stacks you would literally be able to fill this with 5 stacks. And that's why I sell it in that. It's large enough to make a decent starter farm. And I think that's important, especially people get on there and they're like, well, I want to get started, but I can't spend all the time to go around looking for sugarcane. It's really expensive in the shop. So they buy one of my kits. So yeah, I kind of like that. I'm the sugarcane kit guy. Fill these up. Are you? No. Yeah, so that fits there. And it's just awkward. There. Alright. So we've got that. Let's go ahead, fill that. And let's go ahead and, jump back to the farm. Wait till that pops up. And we will go ahead and try to move everything down in one shot. So come in here, grab a couple of our chests, because we're going to need everything moved down there. Let's open this, put our cobblestone away from now. We don't actually need it yet. Go ahead and put our dirt up, move the ore. Let's go ahead and bring everything with us. Let's go ahead and do this last harvest here. Alright, I will catch you guys back once I have at least the first set planted. Alright, everyone, and we are back. Went ahead and got most of it done. I mean, I ran out of dirt. We actually emptied our chest of dirt. And I haven't put down our half slabs yet. But I think we're going to go ahead and call this right after I give you guys the tour. So, Alright. So this is, actually like what it's looking like. And it just kind of goes on forever. And this will just get really, really easy to harvest once the slabs get put in here. I mean, here, I will go ahead and put one group of slabs in here before come on. Put you there. Get you up. Put our torch back. We did have some extra glowstone that was laying around, not enough for us to really do anything with it in doing potions because they took our brewing stand and most of our water bottles. So I went ahead and used that to make these just to light it up a little bit more. And then now we have this. It may take a minute to get across. Alright. And then just like the sugarcane, this actually takes 40 to get across. But luckily I have enough. That is one other thing that we had an abundance of that was left for us was our cobble. So, yeah. Put you there. Just make sure that we don't trip and fall on any of this. Clean this up. That's not what I don't know why I put it there. I wanted it here. Oh, that's the lava. Alright. Well, I think that'll do it for right now. But you guys can, already see that. Well, alright. I lied. One last thing before we close out this episode, because I think this is relatively short for you guys, regardless of how long it is for me. So let's go ahead, pop this, put all of that in here, put the rest of our stuff up here on this top section. And let's just see how many we get off of a harvest right now. There's been no AFKing or anything like that. This is literally just grown from the amount of time that it's taken me to set it up. And I might lose some into the water, so. Alright. And once we get into this, I'm not even going to go look to see if we missed any. This is just a basic overview just to see what we can get off of basically one growth. So theoretically, we should be getting about 40 per row. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. First row didn't have anything, so 4 rows. Which means it should be 160 if we were getting 40. And 128, 140, almost 180 now off 5 rows. So this is doing pretty good. I haven't started using whatchamacallit. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, the herbalism perk, I guess. Because you get with MCMMO, you can right click with a hoe and it gives you like double yield, kind of like the super breaker, just with crops, which I think is really cool. And that's going to turn this into just a ridiculous money cow. Alright. So right now, off of one growth, it looks like it gives us about what our other farm did, which means it's already going to end up producing double. Alright, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and pull out another full stack. And I think that will be the episode. So, as always, guys, later.